Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give our praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kudash. Double honor to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Ahmad Bayan coming to you with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kudash. Now you're seeing on your screen here, Gates Insider Digital ID will be enabled under the skin of every child by 2025. Alright, now you see that devil there. Alright, you see that devil there. And this is an article that came out September the 6th this year, 2024. Alright, so we see in that, these devils, they rolling out their wicked devices. Alright, they're rolling out their wicked devices. They stand to make them mandatory in some countries. Okay, and they're starting from a lot of young ones. Alright, and then from there they will start to push even more and more to basically see hip the whole entire earth. Alright, the whole entire world. Alright, and this is one of their top plans. Alright, now something they also said is that they want to push this till by 2030. Actually, they wants to be able to have everyone CHIP. Alright, CHIP. Okay, but we all know that is a lie. That devil, because this devil actually pushing for next year. Alright, it's actually next year he pushing for. Because we seeing the way how things are happening. We seeing that this devil, also Klaus Schwab, alright, he also came out and say 6 billion people is going to pass away by next year, by 2025. Alright, and it also had I believe it was a doctor. He came out and said that excuse me. He came out and said that it have a lot of people who, well, everyone who actually took that Maxine Waters in their hand. Alright, they don't have long again to live. Now we know many of them pass away, but the ones who are still living today, alright, they don't have long. What the man had said, came out and say is about 3 years they will take. They will have again after they take it. Alright, so the time that he said that and the time to 2025, alright, excuse me, the time to 2025, it lining up pretty well for what it is he said. So we're seeing why it is many people are going to pass away, because why this devil, we search out iniquity, he do a diligent search, and he's accomplishing his goals. Alright, now let's go to Revelation 12 and verse 12 real quick. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe," meaning destruction, "to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time." Alright, and this is why this devil coming down with great wrath. This is why he's trying to tackle the little ones. Alright, he's trying to tackle the little ones and then start to move it on to the older heads. Alright, and when we read it here in the NLT, Revelation 12 and 12 in the NLT, it says, "Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who live in the heavens, rejoice. but terror will come on the earth. Alright? Mass terror is coming on this earth. Alright? One called what? Jacob's trouble. Alright? It says, but terror will come on the earth and the sea, for the devil has come down to you in great anger, knowing that he has a little time. And this is what these devils know. They know that he has a little time. Alright? They already know that. That's why they're doing all these things. They're pushing for all these things. Alright? Let's read it here again. It says, Gates Insider digital ID will be embedded under the skin of every child by 2025. Alright? Now, I have a video here I want to play. Alright? Same thing, going into the same thing. Gates Insider digital ID will be enabled under the skin of every child by 2025. Now let's hear what the Mr. here had to say. Let's bear with my Babakusha.
Globalist billionaire Bill Gates has begun rolling out digital IDs that will be embedded under the skin of every child in the world, with or without parental consent. The People's Voice has warned for years.
You hear that? Without parental this is what you say. Let me go back a little bit.
Begun rolling out digital IDs that will be embedded under the skin of every child in the world, with or without parental consent.
See that? Whether without parental consent. Alright? So they don't care to ask your parents. They don't care to say, well, sign this paper that, their child will be taking this and whatnot. No, they're just giving it to your child. They're going to make it mandatory. Alright? This is these devils for you. This is the so-called white man. Okay? This is the so-called white man for you. He is the devil. The word devil goes into deceiver, slanderer. Alright? This is that devil that we're speaking about. And he have his little minions, his Bill Gates of hell, his Elon Musk. Alright? He has all his other they have their prime ministers and them over there in Babylon the Great. So like the presidents and them, the vice presidents, all of these people under them, to push this agenda. Alright? And we're seeing things happening. We're seeing a lot of things happening. Let me get a quick scripture here. There's Isaiah chapter 10 and 1. It says, woe, meaning destruction, right? Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the rights from the poor of my people. Who's the Lord's people? The so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians today. That widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Alright? And this is what they're doing. They're robbing the fatherless, with their unrighteous decree. All the wickedness. This is what they're doing today. So they're looking, it have all these different countries, they done, implementing it. They don't have the CHIP in the children as yet over in some of these other European countries, but they have it, using your phone, using the internet, calling it your footprint and whatnot. It have many articles and many things out there, many information out there. Let's go and search it up. Alright? These devils is coming on with great wrath, and the scriptures don't lie. Alright?
The People's Voice has warned for years that Gates and the World Economic Forum are planning to create a digital database that tracks all citizens across the globe as part of its Agenda 2030 for humanity. Now,
You see that? 2030 again, he mentioned. That is a whole lie. You know, look how far we are from 2030, and look how everything is implementing right now. Look how everything is happening. All right, here in Trinidad, you know, they done already bring robots, you know, in the hospitals and whatnot, you know, just rolling around to deal with patients and whatnot. They already, you know, they're already implementing these things here. You know, they're using predictive programming. They're going to bring what? They're going to bring the police robots just now, because we know in by next year, a lot of these companies, you know, who's dealing up with these humanoids robots, you know, they're gonna make mass production by next year, early next year. All right, could be by February, March, somewhere there. They might start to roll out many coming into your home, where it is you could have them in your home as a slave, and it's AI working with them. And we already see how AI are operating. AI learning how to lie, AI learning how to do all these things. All right, they're learning how to come up with their own stories. So guess what's going to happen? All right, let's continue here.
now the elite are making their move, and innocent children in Bill Gates' laboratories are being tagged with Mark of the Beast microchips in pilot programs as we speak.
You see that? As you speak, as I do in this video here, these devils and them working their sorceries. All right, while Jake enjoying himself out here, while Jake going to work every day, you know, studying. When your next pay coming, you know, after you had to pay bills, you had to see about this, you had to see about that. Some of the Jakes out there, you know, they studying to party and enjoy themselves because they believe that, you know, they have one life to live, which is a bunch of shit they just be thinking, you know. And who taught them that? Esau Edom, the so-called white man. You have only one life to live. That this devil, he doesn't believe in heaven. He doesn't believe that it has a heaven. All right.
Before we dive in, join the People's Voice Locals community. Billionaire Bill Gates is demanding world governments to follow the lead of the European Union and India and approve his global digital ID system, which has inbuilt features designed to exclude people from participating in society if they don't comply with the globalist agenda. Gates' plan to punish and exclude people who don't comply with the globalist authoritarian rules can only work if everybody in society is using his global digital ID. That's why...
You see that? You don't know what script you run to your mind. Revelation 13 and 16. It says, and he calls it all. He calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond. All right. So all these people in the jail cells, excuse me, all these people in the jail cells and stuff, you know, them are all going to get CHIP. All right. these people in the poor countries, the rich going to gladly take it. Alright, they're going to gladly take it. Because they don't have the Holy Spirit on them. Many of the rich out there is who? Is it no Jake out there? That rich. Many of the rich out there is heathens. So they're going to gladly take that. They don't want to see their precious money disappear. Again, what the Bible say, Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark. A mark, alright? A literal mark. Alright? It's not talking about sin. It's not talking about sleeping with a white woman. Alright? It's not talking about Sunday worship. Receive a mark, a literal mark. When you go into that word mark, charagma. Alright? It is a literal mark. We did many videos on these things. We went into the words, we went into the names. It says free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Alright? Let's go back to the video.
That's why he's planning to embed the digital ID under the skin of every child in the world born in 2025 to ensure the future global society is 100% compliant with globalist goals. For those who doubt that Gates and the elite would go this far, it's time to wake up.
You hear that? It's time to wake up. It's time to wake up. It's the book of Romans, chapter 13, and verse 11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. Alright? You Israelites out there, you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native American Indians today. Alright? It's high time to wake up out of sleep. Alright? For now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. Alright? And only the elect is going to be awake. The only the elect of Israel, starting with the 144,000, alright, are going to be saved. Are going to see this time, Lord willing. Alright? Because we seen the devil coming on with great wrath. You're talking about 2030. It have no 2030. Alright? It has no 2030. These devils is pushing for this. They already coming with the what you call it? They already coming with the digital money. They already coming with the digital money. They already pushing it down here already in Trinidad. So what make you think, they're not going to, they're not going to come, they're not going to follow through with this digital ID under your skin? Alright?
Because the plan to microchip every child under the sun with digital ID has already begun. The elites are making their move and rolling out the digital identification phase of this dystopian plan in almost every WF infiltrated nation. Earlier this year, the Digital ID and Authentication Council of Canada certified its first digital ID verification platform for operation. Following closely behind, the Australian Parliament passed digital ID laws in May this year.
I have to report that the Digital ID Transitional and Consequential Provisions Bill 2023 has been fully considered by the Federation Chamber and has been agreed to without amendment.
See that? Even Australia I have something else to show. Let's bear with me, Baba Kusha. This is another article here. It says the impact of sharing out digital ID you create for your child today could affect their future. And this is showing you how these devils I'm just going straight to the point here. This is showing you how these devils is pay attention to everything that you do. That's why you just have to be careful of what you're doing on your phone and these kind of things. Alright? On social media. Alright? It says here today children's digital identities are born before them. You see that? It's born before them. Let's see. A child's digital identity is created with the first post of them, sometimes with this is a pregnancy announcement or an ultrasound picture post on social media. So that's just showing you how you saw, seeing all the things that you're posting up, all the things that you're doing, everything that you're saying, he listens, alright? He take notes. You even know what it is we just be doing. You don't think you know the kind of videos we be making and we just be heralding the coming of the Lord? You think he like that? He don't like that. That's why he's coming on with great wrath. Because we preaching this word into existence. Alright? He's seeing things actually happening. We see him before what it is he's going to do. Alright? It says, from that moment on, day by day, post by post, parents are building a comprehensive digital identity for their children, adding new details like colors on an empty canvas. By the time a child is old enough to use the internet, their digital footprint, you see, you have a digital footprint already. They also want to do a digital footprint where it is, they can mark your steps. That's why they want to build these 15-minute cities and so forth. All right. It says their digital footprint is even larger than the parents and features diverse information from name and age to how their voice sounds. See that? Like Salakia. To how their voice sounds like they what they like to wear, to their favorite foods and tantrums. Alright, so hey, he saw this is showing you that he saw, when he come with that digital ID, when he comes with that MOTB, which is the RFID total chip. Alright, this is going to be able to do all these things. This is going to do the same thing as your phone. Alright, listening. It will be able to tell what you're eating, what you're doing, where you're going. Alright. All these you call it again, the street lights out there, what they changed so far. All the time it was some little yellow bulbs, showing them. Now they're using LED. But when you're going to all these LED and whatnot, these things is damage your body. Alright? So when you have that CHIP in you, what you think going to take place. Alright? This devil did a diligent search. Okay? I have a next one here. This one says digital ID for everyday life. Let's just read a few of them here. It says assisting government services. It says, meet excited and exalted. First time, Ryan, right, Salakia, right, Raya will need to apply for a central link customer reference number CRN for her child so she can claim child care benefits. It says here without a digital ID. Just giving you understanding here. Raya will need to bundle her up her newborn and travel to a shop front to show her ID. Alright? So they're just showing you, look at what you gotta do. Alright? You gotta pick up your child and travel and go here and there and whatnot. Alright? Which everyone was doing pretty fine. No one was complaining. No one was complaining. Now it's saying here with a digital ID. She can put her newborn down to sleep, log on to her computer, verify her ID online, and have it all done before he wakes. You see? So it's showing you that it's gonna be so easy. Alright? And this is what they're portraying. They're trying to show you these different things. But hey, never trust thy enemy. As the scripture says, never trust thy enemy. Alright? When you read down lower, it says you can do this now with the Australian government's digital app, ID app. You see? We saw it in the article where the minister was speaking. Alright? Australia doing it right now. Okay? It's just to bring that rice grain now that Bill Gates wants to bring. It's just to bring that other one that is going to be placed in your brain from Elon Musk. So these devils, they're working hand in hand with each other to push their agenda, and they're going to cause a lot of chaos, alright, on the earth by 2025 in order to push the NWO. Alright? They're going to come as problem solvers in that time. And for you all are weak-minded Israelites out there, who don't trust and believe in what we're seeing, who don't trust and believe in what Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, explaining to all you, through his prophets. Alright? That's why the scriptures say, woe unto you. So it's destruction unto you people, the 2/3 of Israel, because all they refuse to turn back to the Lord. Alright? The scriptures say, woe unto you who run down to Egypt for help. Let's get that real quick. The book of Isaiah, chapter 31, and verse 1. It says to the top, the headline is saying, help not in Egypt, but in power. Alright? It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Alright? Where's spiritual Egypt right now? America, Babylon the Great. Alright? So you all who trust in Esau Edom, the so-called white man, you all who trust in his system, that's why the scriptures say, we are not ignorant of Satan's devices. Alright? The men of the Lord are not ignorant of Satan's devices. He could come as much as he wants. Alright? He will not deceive the elect. Lord willing, the Lord keep us in that right mindset. Okay? It says, woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh. Alright? So because all they don't seek Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because all they don't follow in the righteous acts, the Lord is going to destroy 2/3 of Israel. Alright? 2/3 of Israel is going to be destroyed, and this is one way all they're going to be destroyed, by taking that CHIP, by taking the MOTB.
Digital ID laws in WF-infiltrated national parliaments is just the start of the plot against humanity. And the Gates Foundation are wasting no time moving on to the second phase. Bill Gates has a history of using Africans as guinea pigs for his most dangerous experiments. And now...
You see that? I did a video just the other day where Bill Gates he sent out some supplement drinks, some kind of energy drinks, something like that, he call it, some name he call it, I can't remember the name offhand. And the drink is to help pregnant women, from losing their children. Now the scripture has a quote earlier just now, never trust thy enemy. Alright? So you never trust these people, because these people have an agenda. The agenda is to the phone had to chime on that one, These people have an agenda. The agenda is to depopulate. Alright? Depopulate. Since 2010, they have been talking about depopulation. Since the late 60s, Salakia, since the early 60s. Alright? One of them came out with a chip to place on a bull head. Alright? Those bull, and then it had the matador, the waving the red cloth, and the bull charging into the man, but the person who have the chip in the brain of the bull now, they using the dial to turn. When it flick that switch, the bull stop. They could control the bull. They could control the bull to wherever direction they want the bull to go. They could also change the aggression of the bull if they wanted to be aggressive, or if they wanted to get calm. And the same papers in the 60s, they had it stating that this will come to humans very soon. We in what? We in 2024. So from since the early 60s till now, we're seeing that they already accomplished many things. So we are living in the future. Alright? We are living in the end of times. We are living in the time that Yahweh Shai is returning. And this is the time to take heed and turn back to the Lord. Or else you're going to be dealt with.
Now, he's embedding digital IDs under the skin of Kenyan babies as a pilot program before a global rollout next year.
Now, it even gets worse. The Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is continuing its global push to support its so-called government-backed digital ID programs, and this time setting its sight on Kenya, where it will advise the government on that country's Maisha Namba digital ID initiative that is currently under development. So, according to a Kenyan news agency, Gates' role is assisting the Kenyan government in its development, and the rollout of Maisha Namba was announced after a recent series of the closed-door meetings with Kenyan President William Ruto. According to Biometric Update, Maisha Namba is supposedly expected to address different challenges, such as identifying and authenticating citizens, safeguarding primary registration documents such as birth certificates and national identity cards, and improving the management of the social programs and government operations. The project has been met with skepticism in some parts of the country. Rights groups have also been expressing concern over the possibility of discrimination and the erosion of privacy. But listen, I just told you in a very nice way. Now let me just put it blatantly to you. The program targets the birth of new babies. So once you have your baby, before your baby leaves the hospital, you no longer get a paper birth certificate, but then you get a digital one that is somehow implanted somewhere on somebody's body. Think about that, but have a listen to this.
The digital ID, which has been a big problem to us for a very long time, is now on a testing mode for the next 2 months. I have been assured by all the stakeholders, led by the ministries concerned, that by December, we will be able to launch digital ID, where every Kenyan don't have to carry any paper, plastic or otherwise, as an ID, that they should be able to be identified digitally using their iris or their fingerprints, and we can transact without the necessity of people struggling to identify who they are. And the proudest part of it is that we don't have to spend the billions that we have spent on all the other manenos, as all of you know.
We're taking things that are, genetically modified organisms, and we're injecting them in little kids' arms. We just shoot them right into the vein.
Let's close it off with the scripture again. Revelation 13 and 16. It says, "And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name." The beast going into what? This beast system. Alright? If you worship it, if you take that MOTB, alright, which is that RFID total chip, that come like you worshiping the system. Alright? You go in, you okay with that system. You're not trusting in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. And that's why the Lord say you're going to be destroyed if you take that mark. Verse 18, it says, "Here is wisdom, let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666." So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I'd like to give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the Great Millstone rule well. Peace and salutation to the Ophililek. Shalom and Abad Babol. Salakia for my voice today, but you don't know. Shalom.